Hello and welcome to Vending Pass 7. This is day 215 of our free-to-play farming guide. And you know, I'm trying to remember. I think I know what I was talking about last night. I was talking about it. It was with Matthew. He comments on the videos every once in a while. You might see his comments. He's in the Discord. Um, and we were talking last night because I brought it. I don't think I talked about it much in yesterday's video, but I referenced it. And I had been talking to my brother. He had brought up the Avatar area in Disney World and how it upset me to hear just how much it respected the Avatar movies in the way that they represented that world in their theme park versus the way they represented Star Wars in the theme park. And I talked a little bit yesterday about what you were asked. What is your favorite time period section of Star Wars? And so I think I'm going to talk about that a little bit more today. And I think that there's a couple different um, viewpoints or topics that I want to talk about in regards to that, in regards to the way Disney has respected and disrespected Star Wars. Because there are some parts in Star Wars that they really respected and they really honored in a great way towards the fans, towards George Lucas, towards Dave Filoni, towards just Star Wars as a whole. But there's a lot of ways where they just completely disrespected it. And I think first I'm going to talk about the way they respected it, the way they honored Star Wars. And I think that there's two very big spots, very big points in time where they did the right thing. The first spot I think is Clone Wars season 8, the final season. And they brought Clone Wars back for one final season on Disney Plus. And I feel like they did the right thing with that. I'm trying to remember how many episodes it was. I think it was about 10 episodes, maybe a bit more. But with that, they did a few episodes with Anakin and the Bad Batch, and they set up the Bad Batch, which I think awesome. Cool. I think that was about 3 episodes. And then I think they did either 4 to 5 episodes all about Ahsoka. Actually, it was probably more. Might have been closer to 6 or 7 episodes focusing on Ahsoka. And I think that was the right choice. Now, a lot of people complained about the those two sisters that she teams up with. I'm gonna have to restart this one. But I understand it. I understand why there was complaints about them. But the important thing about those two sisters is that actually there's nothing important about them. The important thing about those episodes is that we got Ahsoka back. We got to continue Ahsoka's story, and we got to learn more about her character. What was she doing after she left the Jedi Order? How did the effects of her leaving the Jedi Order affect her as a character? And we got to see that. And I thought that was really, really cool. And I think that they respected the fact that her life was saved for a few reasons. One, because Anakin's training. Two, because she left the Jedi Order. And in time, we got to see that So Star Wars, Disney respects Ahsoka. In time, we see that, you know, her life was saved because I thought that would give taunt. Um, because she left the Jedi Order, her life was saved because of Anakin's training, and Mandalore was saved for a little while longer because of her. And those final few episodes that bridged the gap between Clone Wars and Revenge of the Sith were amazing. They were beautiful. They were great. It was wonderful storytelling. I loved every bit of it. Alright, I am not getting anywhere with this. These ships are not ready for these battles. And so we got to see that Disney respects the Clone Wars era. The Clone Wars show. Disney respects Ahsoka. They have portrayed her in such a great way, letting Dave Filoni take it where he would want to take it, do with the character that he wants, and anytime that she appears, he gets to be involved to control the scenario, to take the character in the right direction. And I think that is a great that's been a great choice from them. The second time we saw Disney respect Star Wars, I think, was with The Mandalorian Season 1. Specifically, Season 1. They took Star Wars to a space western feel. Just like what George Lucas talked about in so many interviews and to so many of the people that he knew working on Star Wars, that it's a space western. And, I think that was the right choice. It felt like Star Wars and it felt brand new all at the same time. And it was wonderful. It was fantastic. I love, everyone loved the first season of Mandalorian. And then for the ways that they disrespected it are so many. But I think the biggest disrespect that I see from Disney towards Star Wars is the way they handled Luke. And I know I've ranted about it many times before. And it's a Hollywood problem. Where the good guys cannot be good. Or the bad guys cannot be bad. It is a Hollywood problem where our bad guys need a redeeming something that to redeem themselves. MODOK. Yeah, we're a ways out from Ant-Man. MODOK had to join the Avengers before he died. MODOK had to become good. He is a... What does MODOK stand for? MODOK. A mental organism designed only for killing. It is his name is that he is designed only for killing. He is evil. He is pure evil. He is only wants to kill. And in the movies, they give him a redemption. Not every villain needs a redemption. Not every villain needs to be like Thanos and make sense based on what they're doing. Sometimes they're just bad. Darth Vader, when in the original trilogy, Darth Vader was just bad. Now we come to learn over time that he used to be good. He fell. But we weren't given a whole, justification for what he was doing. He was bad. He was the bad guy. And I don't think that people understand that, sometimes the bad guy is just the bad guy. Let it be that the bad guy is the bad guy. And let the good guy be good. Luke Skywalker was tempted by the dark side. But he didn't fall to the dark side. Now, in books, he does, and then he redeems himself and comes back. But in those original movies, he never fell to the dark side. He was tempted. He became angry. We see a bit of that. But we see him realize it, and we see him stop himself. and realized that no, the light side is the good path, and that he won't leave it. He's going to stay in the light. And I think the reason The Last Jedi was so off-putting for so many people is simply it is Luke Skywalker. Because they took the hero, they took the good guy who wouldn't fall to the dark side, and they made him give up. He gave up. Why would Luke Skywalker wouldn't give up? And I know I talked about it before, but it's the toys. Children played with Star Wars toys for years. And Luke Skywalker was the good guy. Luke Skywalker would never give up. Luke Skywalker would never leave his friends behind. And then Luke Skywalker just tosses his old lightsaber off a cliff. It's heartbreaking. The way they disrespected Luke Skywalker to make him an old crotchety man that didn't care that there was evil taking over the galaxy. The galaxy that he saved from the same evil just 20 years before. It's heartbreaking to see the way that they did that. To see the way that people loved those original movies. And it was ripped away from them. It wasn't a send-off to the next generation. I mean, look at Star Trek. Star Trek gave a send-off between the originals and the next generation. It took a while before they got there, but they got there. And they gave a heartfelt interaction between Captain Kirk and Captain Picard. And when Rey meets Luke, he throws her lightsaber off the cliff. It's just heartbreaking. It really is. I think that if you're still around this long, I hope you are. One, we'll go into Grand Arena. We'll take a look at it. But two, comment down below and give me your thoughts on all that. I'd love to hear it. I'm not going to be able to make a video on Grand Arena today. I woke up way too late to be able to do so, and I'm sorry for that. But I will try and give reports in the Discord on how it goes. The YouTube account is up against a 2.9 million with the Darth Vader that only has one Zeta, and it is Merciless Massacre. So when I noticed that, I think I was up against that because I think I noticed it. I put Geos up in the front wall, or made sure that they were still in the front wall, because I don't think they'll be able to break through my Geos. So hopefully we'll see if that works out. I'll just have to let y'all know I'll have to go through Grand Arena, not on camera, so I do apologize for that. But other than that, I do hope y'all have a great day. I look forward to your comments. Please comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are on all of those topics, on all of those ideas. But with all that said, I hope y'all have a great day, and may the Force be with you.